Good morning everyone. Today is 23rd September 2021. Very surprising thing happening. It is so sunny and also it is raining so I thought of recording you little bit. The rain was a little heavier few minutes ago. Unbelievable, right? It is raining. Yesterday I showed you this marigold. It's 8:30 a.m. in the morning. So early morning, I think around 4 a.m. it was raining. I heard the sound and see. So it made all the branches of this Gora lean in the ground. Yesterday it was standing upright, right, when I showed you. But now see. I showed you these blooms yesterday. Now it stopped. I mean, very little, yeah. Still it is raining. Yeah. Here the weather you cannot predict how it is. See, now it is raining heavily. See. See the roses I showed you yesterday. So let me go inside. Now I came to this limelight hydrangea that I planted like a few days ago. I had shared you after planting, I think. So this is you see where I have planted. So on this side, south, you can say south side of my house. So near that, I forgot to show you that the same day I planted this one also. See the bloom. So there will be many blooms, like see that was the bloom head which is over, but I think all these are going to be bloom, these. So this is cardinal flower, um, it comes with many color, but in one YouTuber's video long time ago I watched and I liked the red, so I was waiting for this plant with red bloom only. So when I found, I bought that, and I planted this on the same day when I planted that limelight. But later I realized that I did not record this. And then next to this is red Prince Wisela. Next to that I planted the peachy pink knockout rose. I had shared the pictures, blooms with you, and here, sorry, see again this one, peachy knockout rose. So when I planted, few blooms were there, now they are gone. Then behind that also I think few days ago I planted that one and that one last week. So this is, I'm standing next to this pink blooming crepe myrtle garden. So here this one I planted yesterday. It was in the pot for nearly, I think, 2-3 weeks. So this is class art stone crop sedum. Yesterday while talking I said I have a magenta color, so this is the one. I did not remember the variety name. This is Class Act stone crop sedum. So see the big leaves. So this is I planted yesterday. And then one more plant which I bought, I don't remember now I shared with you or not. This is Jacob's Ladder, purple rain strand. See, purple rain strand, Jacob's Ladder. So see the leaves looks beautiful, but before buying I checked in the internet and I liked it. So if you notice, I had covered the soil up to here, but now I see 1 centimeter of the root is exposed. So that means last night it rained and the soil washed away. So I think so. So this is that tiny. This is a very pretty plant. So I am new to this plant, so let's see how it will grow. So I have planted this close to that sedum. So here, like the other day I showed you, that is the autumn jade sedum, so which is pink bloom, kind of they look pink. Here this is Class Act, it's kind of magenta color you can say. Then this will be purple bloom, and then this grass the other day, it is red head penny setum they say. So and then yesterday I planted this sedum. This is that autumn fire. So this is autumn fire, and behind that this is I think it has been 2 weeks maybe, the Pinkachu hydrangea. Behind that is Trinket Weisela. That is Trinket Weisela. So I am new to this. I just let's see how it will work. And this is also, I think it is already 2 weeks I planted. This is coral color knockout rose. So knockout rose is the good part is they keep on blooming all summer. So I just wanted to show you how it will look over the time. So if you see from here, and then yesterday I planted, this is that Paul's Glory hosta. So I am thinking, see the size of this zebra grass. So that's why just behind the zebra grass I thought relatively it will be the little shade area, so it will be fine. So in my experience, my this side kind of less sunny as compared to the other side. So I can say 40% of the day this side is shade. So with time, then let me show you. I planted this twist and south. See, this is twist and south hydrangea here. Assuming that this is Honeycrisp apple, so it will be with in few years definitely it will be much bigger with lots of branches. So definitely that spot will be shade. I mean shadier than as compared to those. So because of the zebra grass, this part is shade. So though it looks like these are all same, but still according to my experience, that is the Diablo 9 bark. So that is also growing little more bushy. So between the Diablo and this apple, there will be that spot is a shade. Then where I have planted that twist and south hydrangea, that place is also going to be shade. So for example, in 3 years definitely that apple tree will be much bigger and it will give more shade to that spot. But between the apple and that, the sun rises kind of in that corner, not exactly in the east. In these months, that is sun is rising in that corner. So in early morning 7 or 8 a.m. if I see, if I divide here a diagonal line, if I'll make, that side is shade and this side is sun. So very weird, but I know I know my property, how much sun and shade it gets. So based on that, uh, I am planning the spot which plant should go where. And let's see with time how correct I am. So thinking that the middle part will get most of the time sun, so the rose will do very good, and thinking that I planted there, and the hosta I planted here, and that twist and south hydrangea I planted under the apple tree. I don't want the hydrangea plant completely in the shade, because to get more blooms they need some sunlight. So the plants that say partial shade, accordingly you have to understand that they should not be planted in a completely sunny spot where they will get like 8-10 hours, but they should get few hours of sun, then only you will get the blooms. I mean, you will get lot of blooms. That's what I understand. So I just wanted to share with you. And now, because this is completely new, if you see, my this bed is completely new, so nothing is finished. So just I did not plan where to plant what. First I liked the plant and I got it. I'm not saying that is right, but that's what I did. So first I got the plant and then I searched spot. So I did not make the bed that this is my flowering bed and then put the plant. I did not do that somehow. So first I already planted the plant. So now I will make the border. So thinking that, I am thinking now I will make the border from there outside the hosta, then outside that autumn fire sedum, then that red pennisetum grass, that is there, and then this is that what is the plant, Jacob's ladder. So I have two Jacob's ladder. One I planted on the back side, and this is one I thought let me try one on at the front. So that is variegated leaf. I think I had shared a video about that. So this is not variegated. This is completely green. The leaf I'm talking about. But the flower, I think both are purple, blooming flower, purple color. So this is that Jacob's ladder plant. So outside the zebra grass, my border I will take like this. That's why in front of that I put these bricks there little bit. So yesterday actually I thought of planting this my third limelight, and then I somehow did not get time to reach to plant this, and I planted something else. Anyway, because I wanted, first I was confused where to plant this, and then finally I decided I will plant there because I already have one limelight there. That is the limelight. So I already have one there. So I thought behind that I have one magnolia. So like that, if you go straight there, I have one magnolia in that corner. So before that magnolia, I thought I will plant one limelight, because once you plant, I have watched other YouTubers, their limelight is like 20 years, or so that means it will stay many years, and it will be nearly 8 or 8+ feet. So thinking that I have to plant it thinking properly. So but when I was planting this, at that time that spot was very sunny. Yesterday it said it is cloudy, but it was sunny cloudy, it was like that. So I did not get completely shade, but this area was shade. So because of these woods, you can say. So when it is sunny day, then also this side most of the time they get shade. So anyway, this place was shade at that time, so I planted that, and the limelight is still left to be planted. I think I did not show you one more plant that I planted, not yesterday, the day before yesterday I planted. So this is the one daylily that I think some apricot sparkle, maybe the name. Yeah, so this is the daylily that I planted there. So thinking that um, so my border will be from there, because that is Paliwan lilac. So I will make a border like that. So the border will go like this, like that. So because I don't want to plant anything here, so while walking from there, I want this place to be lawn. So I control myself not to plan or not to extend that border anymore. Excuse me. Otherwise I will not get lawn area to walk. So thinking that, I'm trying to plant that side, so that this will be my path to go to my center circle garden. Yeah, so this area is that much. Now I came to the grapevine. It is not looking lovely, but now they taste lovely. They are sweet and they taste yummy. So I think now it is the harvesting time, but we are not good at giving support and taking care of the grape. So see the situation, what all these brown leaves, it just happened this week. Till last week they are all green, the leaves, but see the grapes. So anyway, being the first, see, I think many are being rotten and that being I don't know, they don't look very good to me, these grapes. So I don't know how to take care, but whatever it is, I just wanted to share. And now it tastes sweet, now it tastes very good, they taste very good. So I just wanted to show you. But because in hurry we gave this support, this kind of that deer net support, so many of the grape bunches are passed in between and not easily pulled out. So, and see the situation, few are they are filled with juice, but with time they dried. See, these are all dried. I'm talking about this dried. So like that, see. See, I don't know how to get it. I don't know how to get them. Anyway, I was very excited when they were growing. So I thought, let me show you whatever it is. This is the first year that we are seeing these many grape bunches. Then I came to show you this limelight. See the color. So almost every other hydrangea, they turned into little bit burgundy or pink color, but the limelight, it is still, I think, light green with a very little pink in the border of the petal, but not the whole bloom, if you see. And I just thought of showing you the limelight. And then there are a lot of grass here, so this peony was hidden. This is white peony. I have two. So one I planted here and one exactly on the opposite side there, where I was talking just few minutes ago. So I thought of showing you this area a little bit, the growth, whatever has happened. So here, this is, if you remember, few I think a month ago maybe, I transplanted the rudbeckia that I had a lot, and when they are done with their blooming in one batch, I transplanted few rudbeckia. So this is the stem that was looking at that time when I transplanted. This is the stem, and I think that is the extra stem I threw there. So you see these leaves, they are all new. That means it survived. I was so happy to see it. And this is the gladiolus, which is annual, so I have to remove it. This is the iris. So one rhizome I planted. So this one was, you can say, the original. So, and this is new. So that's how somehow in my experience, the iris they multiply each year very fast, and that is a daily yellow color. So, and see the cleome. So I was explaining the cleome, the bloom started from here. Then they bloom, they keep on blooming, little up, little up, little up, little go, and the lower part becomes seed. So I have collected a lot of seeds. See the seeds. When you don't collect, they automatically they open. So that's how the cleome. And then this is the sorry, oak leaf hydrangea. So I'm happy with the it survived, and last year I was very sad. There was only 2 branches. So only 2 branches, one branch that is that side, one branch this side. So one time the lawnmower chopped up the branch on this side, and that side branch only survived, and that also in heavy snow once that broke with the load of the snow. So I was a little worried because I wanted it to survive, and I paid a lot of money. It was not cheap. So when I bought, I think there was only 4 pot, and I bought one of them. I did not wait for sale or reduced price or to search somewhere else, because I was looking for this for a long time. So I purchased, and I didn't want it to die anyway. So it makes me happy to see when it is healthy. So after that, the way I was saying, the lawnmower chopped, so only one branch left on that side. So all these branches you see, they are completely new in this year. So I think next year there will be a lot of bloom. And this side I want to show you. This is my royal stellata, right? What do they say? The white color magnolia. I forgot the exact name. So anyway, so it is I ordered online. I had shared you the video when I received it. So whatever it is, see, this is the growth. So if you see, I think that is next year maybe it will bloom. I believe that one, this one, then this one, then here. So like that few I saw. So but anyway, I just want it to survive even if it doesn't bloom. This is the status of the plant. And this plant made a lot of seeds, so I have saved seeds of this is starry night, the pink blooming hardy hibiscus or rose mallow also they say. So this is that. And then this is the climbing rose I planted this year, I think in the month of April, maybe April or May. And this is very pretty color, and with multiple petals, lot of petals in each bloom, in each flower. And see the growth. So looks it survived, and it will survive the winter, I feel. And then I am so happy to see this. See, this is also when I transplanted few rudbeckia here and there. This is one. See, so at that time it was completely brown, no green at all. So I was 50-50 whether I really killed it or I don't know, next year it will come. But see, in the same year, it is maybe 2 months, and see the bloom. So very good. And this is the Buddleia they say, or purple color, or butterfly bush. So I have one there, that is, I forgot the name, but that is like magenta color bloom, and this is purple. So this also the lawnmower chopped on that side. So that side was completely empty. On this side only 2 tiny branch I saw in the month of April, I think, or May. And then all these are new growth. So yeah, it is growing very well, right? And see this beautiful plant. And that is the eldenberry. And I want to show you little bit, though I shared some pictures, I want to show you these blooms because the blooms opened, I think 2 days ago only. These zebra blooms, they look very pretty, right? See the zebra bloom, all the zebra bloom, all on that side, this side. see. And this is dropping all the leaves. This is what is that, forsythia plant. See, the cosmos are almost over their blooms. So from here you see the garden. So on September 22nd, see, this is the status of the garden. Each month it is so different. So the cosmos are almost over. Zinnia still keep on blooming. All the marigolds are blooming. Sunflowers are over. Zebra grass, all the zebra grass, they are blooming. Let me zoom in little bit. See, that one, and that one too. So particularly this the cosmos, it bloomed little late. It was always green. So now see. And this plant, this is the blooming time is over. You see, now there are no blooms at all. And if you see the zinnia, see the, now they are getting that white. I forgot what it is called. But anyway, whatever it is, I just wanted to share with you. See, the garden is now looking like this. That's it for today. I'll see you in my next video. Thank you for watching.